the Las Vegas Sportsline.
Everyone knows that even good people fall on hard times. Your credit cards get maxed out, and you get behind on your taxes. Unfortunately, the IRS is not as understanding, and they won't stop until they collect. They have the power to take your paycheck, freeze your bank accounts. Even your home or business could be at risk. It's simply not worth it to take on the IRS by yourself. You need to call the experts at Optima Tax Relief. When you call, be sure to ask about the Fresh Start Initiative. It's a special IRS tax debt assistance program that could save you thousands, even tens of thousands. Optima will immediately provide you with a team of professionals who could protect you from the IRS, ensuring that you get the best possible outcome. The Better Business Bureau has awarded them an A+ rating, and you will too. So put the hard times behind you and call Optima today for a free consultation.
Call 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Guys, let's face it. Your health is an us issue. How you feel and perform not only affects you, but it also affects your loved one and your entire family. Whether it's having the energy to take the kids to the park or having a fulfilling relationship, it all starts with a healthy you. If you've been having difficulty losing weight, feeling tired, or experiencing low libido, you may have low testosterone, very common in men as they age. The good news is, a visit to Universal Men's Clinic could put you back on the right track.
I'm Dr. Charles Arakaki for Universal Men's Clinic, where they specialize in treating erectile dysfunction and low testosterone. With modern medicine and the latest technology, patients experience a high level of care.
Make an appointment before Valentine's Day and bring your spouse or partner. Your office visit will be free. Let Universal Men's Clinic help you live your best life. Call Universal Men's Clinic at 702-430-6994. That's 702-430-6994. Or visit universalmensclinic.com.
If you're lucky enough to live near the Napoli's Pizzeria on Warm Springs Road or the location on West Sahara, you're in for a treat. During game time, these two locations are offering a one-topping 18-inch pizza and 10 wings for just $25.99. That's a huge one-topping 18-inch pizza and 10 wings for $25.99. And don't forget, whenever there's a football game on, beer is just $2 at Napoli's. When you crave great pizza, Napoli's Pizzeria is the place to go. For the complete menu, just click LasVegasPizzeria.com.
Hey, it's Dave Cokin with John Lyons from Lyons Physical Therapy. So, car wrecks, very frequent in Las Vegas. Sometimes serious injuries, some not so serious, but in a lot of cases, there has to be some kind of physical therapy after the accident. Talk about that.
Yes, Dave. We as physical therapists can assess all injuries after a car accident. Sometimes we're the first person to see a patient where we can identify the type of injuries the patient has. We will get them moving better, help reduce their pain, and we also work in conjunction with multiple physicians so these patients can be given appropriate medications to help with their pain, muscle spasms, and swelling. We can also provide any postoperative treatment in case these patients ever need surgery on their spine, their shoulders, and their knees.
LionsPTLV.com, 702-476-0222.
Crest is changing the way we care for our gums, and that's worth singing about.
Crest Gum Detoxify, deep clean toothpaste. Yeah. Crest Gum Detoxify, for healthy gums, use it every day. Crest Gum Detoxify, early gum damage, reversed, neutralized bacteria, even below the gum line, yeah, it works.
Crest, healthy, beautiful smiles for life.
License number NSCB 79415.
Have you ever heard of a tankless water heater? Yep, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a water heater without a tank. You say, well, how does that work? I say, I'm glad you asked. I'm Ken Goodrich. A tankless water heater is the only way to get infinite, endless hot water. Basically, it's hot water on demand. Imagine the 6th or 7th or 10th person to take a shower in the morning getting all the hot water they want, no matter how much they want. A tankless water heater is like having a goose that lays golden eggs. You'll be hot water rich for the rest of your life. And that space that used to house your inefficient, energy hog, antique water heater will become a brand new storage closet in your 21st century, state-of-the-art, high-tech house. And tankless water heaters come with longer warranties than standard water heaters because, well, they're just better.
Tankless water heaters installed by the Sunny Plumber. Go right now to thesunnyplumber.com.
Hello, friends. This is Thomas Johnson from Joe's Seafood Prime Steak and Stone Crab. Need a great idea for lunch or dinner? Your best bet is Joe's, one of the most popular dining destinations on the Strip. Joe's provides the ideal setting for private parties with accommodations for up to 150 guests. Stop by to see us at the Forum Shops at Caesars and ask for Thomas Johnson, your maitre d'.
And by the way, I should mention, it used to be, you don't have to worry so much about a reservation during the day. You always have to worry about one at night at Joe's. It was packed the other day for lunch. And got asked by the young lady who didn't know who I was when I arrived, do you have a reservation? So I'll suggest you make a reservation for lunch as well as dinner if you're heading to Joe's. 702.
Especially this weekend, yeah.
Oh, well, this weekend,
Yeah.
I don't even know if you can get one this weekend. It's the busiest weekend of the year. 702-792-9222, the number at Joe's. Follow them on Twitter at Joe's Vegas. And what's the trend, Ralph?
You know what? It's a couple of small trends put together for the Dallas-Detroit game in the NBA under the total. Took this right from the WagerTal NBA stat sheet. Dallas 4-13 over-under their last 17 games, including 1-6 over-under on the road. Detroit 2-9 over-under their last 11 games. And a couple of those slower teams that take advantage of these inflated lines have continued to go under the total.
If you followed the Golden Nugget contest this year, the Ultimate Football Challenge, this was a real battle. Some terrific handicapping done. 7 college or pro sides per week, no totals, so you couldn't bet just the dead numbers and stuff like that. And the man who came out on top was Monster Lock all year long, right there on the leaderboard. And Rich Velez managed to get it done right at the end of the year. He walked away with first place, and that was worth a lot of money. So heading to the Super Bowl, got to get some good guest opinions. Who better than Rich Velez? He's the champ. What's going on, Rich? How are you?
Hey, Dave. How you doing? Here in rainy San Francisco, California right now.
Rainy San Francisco? That's not supposed to be the case, is it?
No. We had a little rain last night. It's supposed to rain all through the weekend. So,
It beats being on the East Coast.
Yeah, it could be worse. You could be in that whatever.
Polar vortex.
You don't want to be in Minnesota right now. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I'm a little soft here in California, so I can't take that vortex cold.
Now, listen, if you're in San Francisco, you're used to wind on an everyday basis, okay? So, San Franciscans, look, it's the middle of July and you got to wear a jacket out there. That's not so easy.
Actually, you're right. It's crazy.
This is a true
June, July, it's windy weather. You just try to make it to September, October when the Indian summer rolls in.
This is a true story. I swear I'm not making this up. This was years and years and years ago. And I think it was in the 60s or maybe early 70s. One of the West Coast trips, family. Okay, so my dad and me went to a Giants game. And we're sitting there, and it's cold, okay? It's cold. It's like in the 50s. And this guy looks at us and sees what kind of cold. He says, "You go sit on the other side of the field. It's a lot warmer over there." So we're looking at him like, what are you, nuts? But we did, and it was.
Because of the sun or the wind?
It wasn't as windy on the other side, and no, the sun was out regardless, but it was a lot less windy on the other side of the ballpark, so it was actually good advice. Only in San Francisco.
Yeah, Candlestick was crazy that way.
All right, let's talk Super Bowl because we want to get your opinion on the game, Rich. And also, you indicated last night when we were messaging back and forth that you had a couple of props that you wanted to talk about. So why don't we start there?
Okay. There's a few things I like. I like Gronkowski over 55.5 yards. That's at -120. I think throughout the year, I think he averaged 52.5, and he was really playing, it seemed like, on one leg all year.
Yeah.
And it's probably his swan song here, so he's going to be on some painkillers. So I think he's going to have a really big game.
There's a prop somewhere. I don't think it's stateside. It might be. I know I read it. I don't know if it's here, but there's a Gronkowski prop on. Obviously, it's a future as to whether he retires. I have a feeling that he's going to.
I think so too. He hasn't looked healthy all year.
No. All right, so Gronkowski over 55.5, was it?
Over 55.5.
Okay, what else?
The next one I like, Brandon Cooks, under 75 yards and I think that's at minus 120 as well. I think Belichick knows him well, and he obviously traded him. So I think what he's going to do is jam him at the line a lot and not let him get a release. So the Rams are going to have to be creative to get him the ball, maybe with motion and stuff where, his long receptions will be 10, 12 yards instead of, downfield. That's how I kind of see that one playing out.
Let me throw Todd Gurley into the mix because I know the public, this does appear to be some pros versus Joes here. The public is buying the over props on Todd Gurley. The sharper money, from what I can tell, is on the under because they just don't believe he's healthy. Where are your thoughts as far as Gurley's concerned? Yeah,
it looks like didn't the sharp guys pounded from like 68 down to 63.5 early?
Yep.
I don't know what you're getting. I mean, I would probably lean at this point over with Gurley, but he's almost had 4 weeks to, he's kind of rested up in his previous game, so he's probably have 3 weeks to recover.
So here's the way I looked at it, and this is why I'm actually leaning over myself. I know he didn't carry the ball. He got 3 carries in the last game, but that was on 1 week rest. Now he's back on 2 weeks rest as he was coming into the playoffs. I think that, he might not be at 100%, but I think he's probably a lot closer to it on 2 weeks rest than he was last game on 1 week's rest. So that, to me, would indicate maybe the over the way to play.
Yeah, and they're going to, they got to pull out all stops. So, I don't know if it's the 63 yards or if there's a combination with receptions, receiving yards, and rushing yards that you might want to look at.
There you go. Yeah, because they're going to throw the ball to him if they can. All right, let's go to the game itself. And I'll tell you what I picked on this game, which is how uncertain I am. I just couldn't come up with a good side. Patriots 31-30 was Ralph. Did you come up with the? I
did not. I did not do a video that day. We ran out of time.
No, I thought you found some information on the Gurley props.
Oh.
I thought that's what you were looking at.
I was looking, and I don't see the Gurley prop. I think they were just afraid to get too exposed with not knowing what to expect with them. So they have them, but they're limited compared to some of the other players.
So here's the funny thing, the irony on this, if you want to call it that, or just the weirdness of it. Matt Humans from VSiN asked me to send in my score and a couple of sentences on the game. He's doing a huge survey with a lot of handicappers and broadcasters and stuff like that. And so I sent in Pats 31, Rams 30. And I had no idea what anybody else was picking. And it turns out that Matt Humans and Scott Kellen, who's an excellent NFL handicapper, same exact score. Pats 31, Rams 30. How weird is that? How about your projection on this game?
I'm going to play it two ways. I'm going to play the Rams half on the money line and half with the point. So taking plus 125 on the money line. I see this game. I made the line pick, so I think there's some value on the Rams here. Hoping to get it to 3, but
that's not going to happen now.
It's kind of stalled out. So if anything, it might go down to 2. So I took a little both on the money line and the Rams plus 2.5.
The total? Any guess on the score?
28-27 Rams.
There you go. Everybody, most everybody thinks it's going to be a heck of a game either way. So that makes it if this were a regular season game, would you even consider betting it?
I think I would if it was on one of their home fields.
Okay. Well, yeah.
And I had leaned under, but the more I thought about it, when you have the neutral field, in a dome with no home crowd to really affect, the visiting team, the more I think about it, and I'm kind of, I'm off the under and I'm, debating the over.
All right.
Hey, Dave, just so you know, if you want to bet the New England Patriots to score 31 points, you'll get 12-1. If you want to bet the Rams to score 30 points, you'll get 20-1.
Heck of a parlay.
Yeah.
If that hits, I won't have anything on it, and I'm going to be really, really ticked off on Monday. I got to ask this, Rich. It was 100.